The big stories live right here on Plus TV Africa, and you're watching Tea Time, an entertainment news program. This is where we bring you the really big stories on the entertainment scene, and on today's episode, we're going to be bringing you nothing but the latest entertainment stories. I'm Tokumbo Tyro, and I'm here with my dynamic duo, Lakwe Banjo and Ife Oshinkeye.
Hello, Tokumbo Tyro. How are you this morning?
I am very good, thank you very much.
Good, I like your trainers.
What,
they just keep getting juicier and juicier.
You just tried to beat me to it.
Who? I beat you to it?
Yeah.
Or did I try and beat you to it before you give me a compliment? I thought I'd give you one first.
Exactly.
I do like your trainers. You look really nice this morning, as do you as well.
Oh,
you look very cute.
Yeah. Are you fishing for compliments?
No, I'm not. No, absolutely not.
I thought you don't do pink.
I just decided to do the Godfather thing this morning.
You did? You feeling very Al Pacino? Oh, please, if you're getting too much screen time. But what have you guys been up to? I know you went somewhere really cool yesterday. Tell us about it.
Yes, so Freedom Park. Yeah, it was the 10 Strings Musical Institute. Some of the graduates that they had from the from the music school, basically showcased their talents.
The ones to watch, right?
Sorry?
Like the ones to watch. The ones to watch.
Watch out for.
That was the title of the show, and coincidentally, that's what they're trying to imply.
They were showcasing their best students.
Exactly,
but was there any famous personality in the building yesterday?
No, because it was upcoming, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but was there anyone there, like maybe scouting?
Why, you're only interested in famous people?
No, I'm talking, what I'm trying to get to is, like, are they scouting for new people? If we had seen a famous person, maybe they're looking for a new signee.
Were there any scouts?
Or something like that. Were there any scouts there?
I'll bring you details on the afternoon show. Watch this space.
But never liked to
answer the questions.
We're starting first with Adesua Etomi, who has shared how she was barely able to pay her tuition fees to being celebrated by the same university. So, what, University of Wolverhampton?
Shout out to the University of Wolverhampton, way West Midlands. Woo!
Shout out to Babcock University. Babcock, what's going on?
That glorified secondary school.
Sorry?
Nothing.
No, say that again.
I said Babcock is a glorified secondary school, which it is. It is. No, it is. That's not.
So come on, how come you didn't give a shout out to your alumnus?
Because he doesn't want to tell you where he went.
Why don't you want to give a shout out to your alumnus?
You were expecting that, weren't you? He so loves personal details.
Yeah, he loves it. But Wolverhampton is not my alumnus, but
oh, thank you very much. Can you relate
to it because
no, because my no, it's not in London. It's in Wolverhampton. But my
London School of Economics. Woohoo.
Did you go to London School of Economics?
No.
No. The reason why I said
Oxford University.
You wish you went to Oxford University.
No, I need to pick you up on your reaction. You were like, did you really?
I was like, oh my God, you went to LSE. That's big. No, but the reason why I shout out Wolves is because I went to Birmingham and it's right next to, it's in the same.
You went to Birmingham?
Yeah, University of Birmingham.
Really? Because my brother went there. He went to do his master's there.
Oh yeah, University.
I was like,
what school you went to?
Because it's none of my business.
You're high fives, sweetheart.
High fives all round.
Oh no!
Come on, right?
So please, at least let's get something out of him.
Right. Adesua went to University of Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Of course, she came as an international student, which means she's got to pay loads and loads and loads of tuition fees, thousands of pounds per year, per semester. Actually.
You would know that.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not. I wasn't an international student. I was a home student. So she
Lucky you.
Yeah. So she paid loads more money than I did.
Yeah.
You would say that.
I would say that because it's the truth.
Exactly. This is the truth.
So in her case, she was at Wolves, and now she's obviously a Nigerian African celebrity in her own right, and now she's, they've celebrated her. They've got a picture of her amongst other really interesting alumni, and she was like, she's trying to encourage people and give people some sort of inspiration that, although she at the time she was there, her and her mum used to sit down and figure out how much they needed to pay for her fees. Now she's been celebrated, so the hard work did eventually pay off. I wonder what she studied actually. I didn't really come across that. I wonder if she studied theatre arts or English.
Yeah, because I think it was something to do with theatre arts. It was a long titled course, because I did see something about performing arts and theatre.
Yeah, something about linguistics as well.
Sorry?
Linguistics.
I don't remember that part, but I did see something about performing arts, so I was like, okay, way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, more credit to her. Like, she's done really well for herself.
And she's a Mrs. Wellington.
Yes, she is a Mrs. Wellington. That's not
Is
an
that a
achievement,
plus?
though.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Why is that a plus?
Exactly.
Okay, don't let this
Because on her own accord, she can stand
yeah,
without Wellington.
Without Wellington.
Yeah. Well,
in
she
fact,
was-
I think
well,
it's
she
more of
was
an achievement for
important
him.
Even way before Wellington. She was
Absolutely,
relevant,
yeah, exactly. But I think what's really interesting here is that the fact is, you know, she's still been recognised amongst a lot of other European people that have been to that school that are something, and they recognise her African talent, and that's what I think is really important here. Like, they're still able to recognise and show her in a good light, and still show that even though she's African and she's doing all her things in Africa, she's still very good at her craft, because Wedding Party put her on the map. I mean, everybody across the world, Wedding Party, whatever race you were, and everyone found it
I haven't
interesting.
seen Wedding Party 2.
No, I haven't seen Wedding Party 2
And
either.
I really want to see it.
Yeah, same. Should we go see it?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we should. Let's make a date.
Why are the both of you talking about that when Crazy Rich Asians is in the box office? Or
Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
That's true as well. We should see that as well.
Okay,
I
but I
mean,
think
because-
they should pay you because you're endorsing and you're promoting
Sorry?
the movie.
What?
really
If Fair
right
thinks
now.
everyone should pay every time you name drop a
Can you
brand.
imagine?
Yes. I'm a businessman. I want money.
Do you
I'm not one of
think,
the people that-
Nike should pay you for wearing their trainers?
Exactly.
Right now?
Thank you very much. Another high five, Blackway. You're so on the.
I'm so on the ball
on
this
the ball this
morning.
morning.
Oh, why do you have to let
Absolutely.
them know it's Nike, man? People ask me, what shoes are this? What brand is this? And
Well,
all
it's
that.
got
you
a
need to look
massive
at
Nike.
Ife's face while he's
Well,
talking
right
about
now,
so
it's
much
covered up.
pride.
You have so much pride in those Nike trainers.
I'm a metrosexual, sorry.
You are a metrosexual. That is seconded,
What?
definitely. He's very metrosexual.
I think with
He's
to
very-
the nth degree.
Yes, he's very in touch with his feminine side. You are.
Yes, that's
that
why I
what they-
treat women right.
Please. Just
Almighty.
because you're in touch with your feminine side doesn't mean you treat women right.
Exactly.
Oh, but you don't know about that because I haven't tried treating you right.
Really?
You want to give me a chance to treat you right?
No. I shall be withdrawing that offer.
Okay.
Thanks.
And I shall be taking back my offer.
Okay, that's fine. But we're even then. So, Adesua, well done. I'm
Yes.
so proud. And I'm also happy that University of Wolverhampton
Actually acknowledge.
actually went out of their way to research
Yeah.
their alumni and
Yeah.
realised that actually this girl's doing bits
Exactly.
abroad.
Yeah.
So good on her. More
And
power
Ife
to
hasn't
you.
said much, so let me hear what you've got to say on Adesua and Wolverhampton.
Other than the fact that she's married to Banky Wellington.
Yes.
I think this is a big deal, and this is how it starts. The next thing we'll probably see is she'll probably have a star on the Walk of Fame.
Woo!
Where? What? Hollywood Walk of
Hollywood
Fame?
Yeah, Hollywood
or
Walk of-
what? The UK's Hollywood Walk. Duh.
Duh.
I know.
That was boring, bro.
Yeah, so definitely, I think.
So I think this is how it starts, and it's a good progression for her, and it can only get better from wedding party to being married. Like we said, marriage is not an achievement, but at the same time,
No, a successful
she's-
marriage is an
a
achievement.
successful marriage. She's in a successful relationship, and she has a very good man by her side too. So somebody who's supportive of her craft. So I think it can only get better. She's like fine wine. Adesua, keep it up, keep going.
And just for the record, if anyone thinks they're going to jump down our throats if they're saying that we think marriage isn't an achievement, that's not what we're saying. We're saying getting married is not an achievement. Staying married is an achievement.
True.
Just
That's
for
your disclaimer right
just
there.
for clarification purposes, yes.
Yeah.
In case
All
anyone
right.
was trying to be funny.
Exactly. That's why I was like, that's your disclaimer. Yeah.
Please jump down my throat. I'm hungry right now.
Time for a quick break, but when we come back, we'll be giving you more entertainment news. We won't be long before we're right back.
I actually moved back to Nigeria to open a bakery. This was my goal. And everything I did up till this point was in preparation for this. First of all, life was great because I moved in 2015 right before the recession, right? It was awesome. I was like, wow, there's so much money out here, man. The cost of overheads, power generation, water, you have to be your own local government. And there are no tax breaks. Many places where, where they realize the small business environment is difficult would offer some kind of tax breaks and incentives. We don't do that out here. We want you to come back. We want you to, to start businesses here, but we're not going to do anything to help you. All my experiences in the past have led me ultimately to where I am now.
Hence.
Welcome back.
Tense.
You're watching Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. Up next is this latest headline on Kanye West, who has apologized for his slavery was a choice comment. Yes. So did you see this coming?
Can we start with Ife? Because it made Ife really emotional this morning.
All right.
Emotional?
Ife actually shed a tear.
I don't believe so.
He did.
And,
He can relate. That's why.
He can relate.
Yeah, I can really relate to a lot of things because I'm a
He's
kind
He's a
of
bit
person.
of a softie, isn't he?
No, Ife makes wild
I'm a
comments
kind
like
of
Kanye
person
West
that I
as well.
make wild statements, and when I really want to let it all out, I say it how it is without
Thinking.
no hold back. No, not without thinking.
Without
because Kanye West actually
Didn't think about his slavery comment.
he didn't think about it, but he actually did think about it.
He didn't,
If you-
because
no,
that's why he's
let
now
me explain
expecting-
to you. He thought about it, but it didn't come out the way he wanted it to be.
Absolutely. Was it his delivery that messed him up?
Understood.
Yeah, it was his
the
delivery.
It was making a valid point, but the delivery was bad. So sometimes this happens to each and every one of us.
Yeah.
You actually want to say something, and then it comes out wrong. Now, the lady who was interviewing, he was back in Chicago, which is his own town, and he was talking to this OAP, and then she started shedding tears like, look, Kanye West, your voice is so powerful. Whatever you say, people listen to it, people listen. And this is why he hurt a lot of us. And I love the human race, but this really hurt my people the most. And I'm talking about black people. And then Kanye West tried to correct that. And this lady also broke down in tears, saying that you have a very powerful voice. People listen to you. So when you say such comment, you're letting people down. And then she broke down in tears. And Kanye had to stand up and then give her a hug. Then he said, okay, he hasn't officially addressed the slavery comments he made on TMZ because he didn't mean it the way he said it. And that if he had the right people around him, not just people that are just with him because they want to make money, then they would have probably stopped him. And he now made reference to his friend Don C, who is a fashion designer, which they have a strange relationship at the moment. And that he had to call Don C, that Don C, I need you right now so that stuff like this do not happen to me again. And Don C is actually in town. And Kanye West broke down in tears. We know Kanye West to be very nonchalant. And then he started crying doing a radio presentation.
Nah,
so
but
I don't see this as, I know where you're going to go, and I know where Tokumbo is probably
I'm
going
not
to go.
going anywhere. I'm just
saying, you don't even know where I'm going to go.
This is publicity stunt.
Oh,
No. I'm not going to say
That's what I'm saying, you
publicity.
don't
I
even
think
know
this
what
was 100% genuine.
Okay, but I'm not saying it's not genuine at all. I actually think it's genuine, but I have 3 important things to say. Firstly, this again showcases Kanye West's mental state.
Okay, sorry.
Very vulnerable.
Sorry, can I, okay, I didn't go there. Yeah. In the same interview, he broke down about his mental.
If he just wants to advocate for
about
Kanye this
No, I'm not
morning.
advocating for Kanye, but I
But
can
you're
relate
defending
right
him.
now.
Yeah, so he said about his mental health.
He spoke about his mental health, and he said about his unpublicized liposuction surgery, which
He
he
keeps
went
going
through.
on about this thing.
And,
that's
he
what
said
I'm like,
he was on meds for that, which were opiates.
Yes,
and he
and
went
he got
from 2
addicted.
pills to 7 pills.
Yeah, but
so
we've talked about
whenever
this
he
when this
goes
came out.
on Twitter, he's drugged out. That was his comment. Like, he's drugged out, like all his rants. And he apologized and he promised Chicago that thanks for showing me love. And from now on, you're going to see a new Kanye. So let's give him a benefit of the doubt and let's just wait and see
Kanye
if
West is one of
Kanye
those
goes.
people that no matter what he
I have
says,
to
no matter
say,
what
though,
he
he
does,
says utopian.
No. This is a serious thing because no matter what Kanye West says or does, right? Everybody somehow still has some sort of love for him. People still buy his trainers, people still listen to his music, people still follow his
He
life.
also spoke about the competition he has to go. He said, look, okay,
Listen,
this is...
all the
he said-
things, the things that Kanye West brought up in that interview, he's mentioned in some way or form before.
No,
so
no,
we know
I
about
don't
what's
think
going
you've
on.
heard about
No,
this.
listen,
have,
what
but
happens is,
I really wanna
let me say
say-
something
No,
like
can I
quickly.
just please finish
Yeah,
my point?
I want you to finish because what I'm trying to say is that if Fair has said so much, I need you to let Lackley say what she has to say.
yeah.
Because every time she tries to say something, you're already on the defensive. Let her, land.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Ife. I think a lot of everything that Kanye West said and did in that interview was genuine. It was from a good place. Now, this is my problem with Kanye West. The comments about slavery, and do you know what? Actually, when he said it, I completely agreed with him. But I still said that it was because of his delivery.
Yeah.
It's the point he was trying to make. Chance the rapper, agreed with him as well, and he had to apologize for agreeing. It's because it's all in the delivery and the trust headlines to change the narrative of what he was trying to say. And actually, he should have been saying that to a black crowd, not to a white television outlet that would make it look like, look, other black people are justifying slavery. Second of all, what that video also showed was his vulnerable mental state.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that he was genuine, like, his demeanor was different. Usually in interviews, he's really hype, he's really, like, on the defense. He was very vulnerable, maybe because it was in Chicago, and obviously Chicago has shown that they don't support anything he says about slavery. And also the fact that, you know, he was talking to a radio host. He was very somber, very, very, like, vulnerable, and you could tell that his mental health is very, very, like, up and down at the moment. Now, finally and lastly, I think that Kanye West needs to start taking responsibility for his own actions.
Yes,
he can't just sit there and say, oh, well, people around me should have told me that what I was saying was wrong. Yes, they might have known he was on opioids. Yes, they might have known that he's on drugs and stuff. But at the end of the day, you're a fully grown man. You should take responsibility.
No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying that, look, celebrities, they have a team. Look, they have so much going on.
It's just so, I'm like, seriously.
I've agreed with you majority
of times,
things
but this time you're not being objective at all.
He was the one that said with his own mouth, slavery was a choice for black people. So you can't turn around.
Melted away just because of tears. Good
and you can't crocodile tears.
Because not crocodile tears, and because it actually brought tears
to your eyes. Yeah, because
from your eyes. That's what I'm saying. That's why you're so emotional about this, which you should not be.
What I'm trying to say is that Kanye West should be responsible for that statement, regardless of whether he's sorry, or regardless of people, other people should have told him or not. He should just, first of all, I should not have said that.
Yeah, he said that.
And then on top of that, people around me should have cautioned me.
That was exactly how he said it.
Okay, but my point is still the fact that he still wants other people involved. You made the statement. He's also said in 2010 that George Bush doesn't care about black people on national TV. He wasn't taking opioids at that time. He's the same person that said that he's a god and that he's like the Walt Disney. No, he wasn't taking opioids at that time.
I agree that Kanye is a mean god.
Nobody disagrees. But when you're coming out and saying recognize me, I'm really good at you shouldn't have to do that. Like, just take responsibility for some of the wild comments that you've made in the media.
And I think that is what he has taken responsibility, and that is why he has promised that there's going to be a change. And
let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's watch this space.
Watch this space, as I always say. And then I don't know, but knowing Kanye, I don't know, but let's watch this space.
And then he also said the reason why Kim is so better and why she has developed
She's done it for longer.
No, it's because she has a family around her 24/7. She has people to lean on. She has a good support system.
True.
And she's not on anyway.
Yeah.
Time for another break, but if you don't go away, then we'll make it snappy.
It's a big one, just...
Welcome back. It's still tea time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're quickly moving on to our next story. I was 19 when I made my first million naira, says Kiss Daniel's brother, as he sets to launch online a fashion store.
Right, sorry, can I just interject before we get into the details of this story, because I know Ife's going to like tell us every single detail. I just have one question.
Yeah.
If he made his first million...
So you don't believe it?
No, I do believe it, because he said he's got this fashion, oh my God thing, right? The thing is, I want to know, if he made his first million at 19, surely he can make it again, right? Do you accept, no, do you accept that once you've made a million, you have the right tools to do it again? You might not, but you can do it, right?
Yeah.
Why did his brother bother signing to a record label that was going to screw him over the way it did? If his older brother can financially fund his music.
His younger brother.
Oh, his younger brother even can financially fund his music career.
Let me
And
tell
I'll give you an example of people that have done it. E-Money and what's his name?
Casey.
Casey.
Do you know I just found out that Casey is actually E-Money's elder brother and not younger brother?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, he's an older brother. He looks older as well. E-Money and Casey have done it. And I'm pretty sure other people have, family have financed their music career to avoid dirty legal battles that record labels always have with their artists. Jude and M.I. Jude is M.I. Jude, who's his brother?
Jesse Jaggs.
Jesse Jaggs. Jesse
Yeah.
and Jude is what I mean.
Okay.
They've done it successfully. Well, they did it
No,
successfully.
they did it with Chocolate City, which is Mike Corey.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were brothers, right?
Yeah, no, but
No,
Mike
Mike
Corey
Corey
is
is
the owner
different.
of Chocolate
Is
City.
Chocolate City not owned by M.I.?
No. M.I.
No,
is
not
just
M.I.,
the
he's just the
president.
president.
Is the music president.
No, M.I.
of
is not even the
Chocolate City.
president
And
now.
he's no longer the president. DJ Lambo is now the current music president.
Oh, so they have
of
presidents.
Chocolate
Okay,
City.
my
M.I. used
mistake.
to be the president and CEO.
Just the way
as
Pusha
well.
T is the president of Good
Good
Music,
Music, okay.
which belongs to Kanye West.
Gotcha. Okay, so my mistake. But the point I'm trying to make is that Casey and E-Money are a very good example of Olamide and his brother DJ Any Money. Did you know
No,
they were
DJ
brothers?
Any Money just got signed after Olamide had signed.
No.
Lil
Hang on a
Cash and all of
second.
those
DJ
other
Any
people.
Money has always been YBNL's official DJ.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he just got signed to YBNL. He didn't get
Yeah, because
signed
now he's
until
doing
after Lil
music.
Cash.
But what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say is that they started something together. Like, he didn't have to pay for a DJ. He's had his brother.
Yeah.
And obviously it was good PR for his brother. My point I'm trying to make is that when one person does well, naturally, in a family,
Yeah.
you bring the other person along. And you kind of try and align your businesses together. They're both in the entertainment, as it were. Fashion, music, that kind of thing. So my question still stands.
Okay.
If you made your first million at 19 from
Why
being,
didn't you support
why
your
didn't you
brother?
support your brother?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now, there are people who would believe in your dreams, and there are people who would support your dream.
Yeah.
At some certain time, or at some certain point in their lives, we don't know how close they are. We have sibling rivalry.
True.
We don't know how close they are. We don't know how supportive Kiss Daniel was of his
brother.
fashion.
Keys.
Keys Daniel was of his brother. And we don't know how supportive his younger brother is of Kiss Daniel's music as well.
Absolutely.
So if I do not believe in your dream and I'm like, look, because Kiss Daniel was studying medicine in school.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
But their dad
if
also-
their dad was
their-
like, do
No.
medicine.
That's what I'm about to say to you. Their dad was very supportive. When Kiss Daniel's dad died, he said that his dad was his #1 fan and really wanted him to
I know.
see
I'm not
him.
talking about his dad now. So as in, like,
guys,
his
we need to
brother,
wrap
his
up.
brother could have been like, why don't you stick to being a medical doctor? And this guy saying he made his first million. I can say I made my first million when I was in uni too, but it wasn't mine because it was for a club and
But
we used
if
to
let
throw
me just quickly
parties way
ask
back
you,
then.
do you believe him that he made his first million?
No, it's
at
possible,
19?
but he might have had
No,
to
do you
split it with
believe
a
him,
lot
is
of
what I'm
people. Yes,
asking.
I
Do you
believe, but he
believe
may have had to split it with a lot of people, so it
All
wasn't
right.
just his money,
Okay.
but he made millions.
Up
Absolutely.
next is the story on Tiwa Savage, who says Lover Lover is the biggest song of her career. Do you believe her, Ife?
She said it while she was promoting the song initially, and saying, I think I have just recorded the biggest song of my career. So when she went on this recent interview, they asked her that, when you were promoting that song, you
Wait,
captioned
Late's
it.
favorite
Do
already.
you still
Awazi.
think it's a big tune? Do you think it's the biggest song? And well, I don't expect her to go back on her words. And then they're making it look like Lover Lover is a Tiwa Savage song. No, it's a Duncan Mighty song featuring Tiwa Savage. So it's not a Tiwa Savage song. So if she says it's her biggest song, then maybe she means it's her biggest feature so far.
Yeah, but it can't have been her biggest feature because she said that she's also done features with Chris Martin.
Yeah,
and,
which haven't been released. They're still coming out
Yeah,
with Chris
and her new
Martin
album.
and Stefflon Don. I can't wait to
I
hear
can't wait to hear the
Yes,
Stone
yes,
Plus
yes,
done
Stefflon
one.
Don,
Okay.
yes.
But listen, Tiwa Savage, I don't really get her comment because what she was explaining was that it was magical creating that song. It's actually been out since, well, it hasn't been
January.
out. They've had it since January. And she said that it was just magical the way it happened, Duncan Mighty came, did his verse in like 10 minutes. She was really vibed really well. I think she said she did it before Vibe. She recorded it before Vibe,
Yeah,
but they
but
released
she made a revelation that a lot of people didn't pay attention
Yemi
to. But I
Alade.
paid. No, she said when Duncan Mighty was in Lagos, she invited him to the studio, and she was like, she played a couple of records for him, and then he heard Lover Lover, and he was like, okay, yes, this is the one. So this makes me feel like, this is because Tiwa Savage is also a songwriter. This makes me feel like she wrote the song for Duncan Mighty and gave it to Duncan. So maybe he even paid for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you understand? And got the song because she said she played him a couple and he chose Lover Lover. So meaning it's a song. So maybe she gave it to him, she sold it, or we don't know whatever. We don't know whatever happened there.
Behind closed doors.
But we know now that Lover Lover is not an
Maybe
official
him
Duncan Mighty
featuring
song.
her is the even payback. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
But
you
she
never
seems to
know.
really love the song. I think it's got good reception. But I don't know. Her
All
comments are...
And maybe that's why it's her biggest song of her career, because
I don't
it's
agree.
actually
I
her
think,
song.
I think there's bigger songs from her.
Yeah, because
No,
now
but
I
Lover
was
Lover
thinking
is
the
a great
same as
song,
well.
though.
I was like,
It's a
I
great
Great
song,
song
and
doesn't
the
mean it's the
video is
biggest song
also
of her
great.
career.
Yeah.
No.
It's too,
I was
it's
just
too soon to say.
That's
the biggest song.
I think that's the biggest song
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
the
I'm
biggest
glad we
song.
all agree. And that's where we're going to have to call it today on this program. Join us this afternoon for another episode of Tea Time. But before we go, my thank yous every time go to my co-anchors, first and foremost, and the production team, as well as our stylist, courtesy of Kudi Empire. I'm talking about
Kudi!
saying have a good day.